All right, good morning. So we're going to be picking up where we left off yesterday, and we're going to make sure that all of our purchasable items are set. And if they are, then I think we're good to go. So let me look here at my entities for my migrations. And I don't have a migration yet for purchases or for this prefix and currency stream. So let's do a set as startup project. And then we'll do on my code first project a add migration, which will be called added prefix to currency stream. And then we'll do an update database. Looks good. Let's go ahead and start up all of our projects now. And take a look at all of our purchasable items classes. So if I look in here at my stream currency, I should now have a new one of these form fields for a prefix. Hey there, HughGod2009. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to pop them into the chat. And we'll call this prefix and prefix. And so now in here, when I'm assigning this, we want to have a new prefix string. And here I want to do a this.prefix equals currency.prefix. And then the same thing here. So that might be done now. So if we look here and we do a login, okay, it doesn't look like I'm serving this, so we'll do an ng serve. Okay, this is now telling me that I've got an error in stream currencies component, prefix is missing in iCurrency stream create request, line 149. So let's look for all the references of this one. That's fine. Here's one. This is on my multiple string currencies component. So this is coming after you close a currency stream create modal. So if I look here under my modals, this is needing a new form field called prefix. We want this to be required. So in here, under my data, I want to add in here a prefix. And then here we'll add this one in. Else if my prefix is equal to undefined or null or nothing, then we're going to say you must select a valid prefix for the currency. Like that. And then we'll do this one here like that. Now this prefix needs to have a validation on here. So I'm going to look at my notepad and I'm going to say prefix on currency stream needs a web API validation in case another stream currency is using the same character. Okay. So now we're missing a few of these. Prefix does not exist here on stream currency create modal. Line 57, that's fine. Let's serve it again. Okay. We have a couple here. The first one is on stream currencies, which is not a modal. Where is that? Shared components called stream currencies. We have a couple of errors in here. So in this one, we want to have a new category called currency prefix. We'll just say prefix. And then in the HTML, we want to add that in here as a new ng container. Right here as a prefix. Element.prefix. Okay, this one we want to have prefixes undefined. This one we want to say it's the prefix is my result.prefix. This is going to be prefix is your selected stream currency.prefix. And this one comes from result. Like that. Okay. So we need to have a validation in here on stream currencies, which is here when you're closing your stream currency create modal, we'll add it here. Prefix is equal to null or undefined or nothing. Let me go ahead and copy this out. And we'll just go back a little bit. We'll add it above this else if. You must select a valid prefix. And then we're going to say select valid prefix. And then we'll close that one out there and bring this above. Okay? And now I should have currency streams on here, and I do. So when I do this, and I'm checking this, and here we're going to say validate this is a valid prefix. And we're going to do a const called existing stream currency equals this dot stream currencies, or is it called currency streams dot filter x where my prefix dot to lowercase is equal to, and we want to do a trim. And I only want to check the beginning of the prefix, so hold on here. We want to say starts with, and I want to search for result dot prefix dot trim dot to lower. And you only want to get the substring of my starting at 0 up to my x.prefix.trim.length. And we want to get the first one. So now I want to say, if I have an existing stream currency, then I want to have this. The stream, the prefix you have selected is already in use by another stream currency. Please select another prefix. And we're going to say that this one is an invalid prefix. Like that. So that's my client-side validation. This needs to have a server-side validation as well. So now we can load our page. And before I do this, I want to look at my requests and responses here for a currency stream create request. This needs to have on it a prefix. And if I look at my service for this, we're doing a mapper, so that's better. Okay, so now when I look here at a currency, I'm going to create one called pixels. And then I want to make one more currency here called schmeckles. And then if I look at my stream, I can add in here that I want to have currencies, and I can add in here pixels with a prefix of nothing, and I'll say the time between accruals is 6, and it should fail, and it does. So we'll use that one. And there is the prefix. This doesn't have description on it, does it? So on here, on my modals, I want to have one for description. And then we're going to look at this thing. We don't need to have a valid description, but in my string currency create, I want to have a description, which is a string. And then in here, for string currencies, this one is multiple, so we want this description here to be nothing, undefined. And then same here. Description is your selected stream currency dot description. That one. Oops. Okay. String currency says it's got an error still somewhere. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel out of this one. So there's description. We have it on the modal here. Then it's going to get saved and display in stream currencies, which has a description. Do you have a singular string currency? I look here under features for currencies. String currency, singular. Why is streams currencies in this shared? That should be a because it's not an actual, it's on the page, that's why. But string currency is its own page. So in here we need to have description, which is a string. And we want to have it here as a this.description equals currency stream.description. And then currency string create request, you want this to be a description. .500 words per minute, maybe. And then over here, oops, we need to look at my currency string create request and make sure I have on here a description. And then on my currency stream here, we want to make sure this one has a description. And same thing on my view model. And then also on my entity, we need to add on a description. Description's already here on currency. So let's strip it from here. And then from here, and then from here, and then from our create request, good. And then over on this side, currency stream doesn't have one, but a currency create request does. So this goes away. Let's try it again. If I look at my modal now, want to change this stream currency create to get rid of the description. Which changes this one to get rid of this description and this one. And that looks like now it's compiled. So let's give it a run. Now this description is coming from currency description. Tells me I've got some MAC card error here somewhere. stream currency create modal. Because I'm never closing this mat form field. We can get rid of that one. And then here we're going to look at our stream currencies. Here, we can see we have our description. If I go into my currencies and change this to be a simple currency, I want to add in here, when you click on a checkbox in streams, it should save the stream. Okay? There we go. And now we have our prefix. So in here, I need to add a break. And here, I should be able to select the providers that accrue currency, but there are no providers in the stream. So if I create a route here for an inbound, we need to make a bot. So I'm going to make a Twitch bot right now. What's going on here? Okay, we're going to swap this guy out for my actual bot. Give me just a second to log in here. Okay, I need to input a token and then we're ready. Okay, we're done there. Let's come back. Okay, so we've authorized in a bot. There. And now what I want to do is I need to log out of Twitch and log back in as me. So give me just a second to log back in. Okay, back with you. Okay, so we're also going to create in here a Discord bot. She'll log me in here. And then what I want to do is look at my stream and create a route here for an inbound bot. Let's create one more bot here for Twitch. So now over here in my streams, I can add a inbound route to liver dev trying. And I can add an outbound route for liver dev trying. And we can create a path here. Oh, this is for the username, so let's remove these. We don't want those users. We want this to be for the Ali Chat user. So we want to do an inbound for Ali Chat. And then an outbound for Ali Chat. And then we want to do a inbound for liver dev trying for my Discord. And an outbound for liver dev trying from the Discord. So we're going to add in a path here to be the liver dev trying channel. And then here we're going to create an inbound from the, and it looks like I haven't authed in my Discord yet, but for this one we can do it this way. And I can select my Pixel Horror Studios, and this will be the stream chat, and we'll authorize it. Okay, it looks like I need to reconnect the bot first. Okay, this should be starting now. And I can double check that by looking at my Discord and seeing that Ali Chat logged in, but I don't see that. I don't see Ali Chat logging in here. What's going on with that? So if I look at the server, we're going to restart it. We get my bot inbound. We get my bot Twitch outbound. We start my providers. Create my bot services here for bot Discord. It's going to connect asynchronously. And it should do a start for the login. And here's an on guild available. There's an on join guild. So now it should log in and start. There, now it joined my guild. There, now it's working. We can see Ali Chat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to test here a purchasable item. So let's do 3 additional currency. And everything's here. Let me look at my cart. And we're going to change the outline to be nothing. So that it's readable. We want to do the same thing for purchasable items. That didn't update this one. This is just a, we don't want matte stroked. We want a, let me look at my angular material buttons. Because we want it like that logout button, which is a matte raised button. We'll put that one here in the cart as well. And then at the top. That looks better. Okay. And then if I was to check this thing out, that's great. It shows me that this has been applied. I can look at my past purchases, and that looks good. I can sort them as well. So now what I can do is I can go to the board, and let's stop this one and this one. And go to our source tree. And we're going to push this out and say AC 19 and my time is 50 minutes and my comment is completed purchasable items. And we'll commit and push that out. Over on the board, if it's working, we're going to move 19 to done. This hasn't been working great. So if this doesn't take, we're going to just continue forward, and then I'll work on this in a bit. So the next one is that we want to merge 19 into our development. And we'll push that out here. And now what we're going to do is, let's work on AC 23. So I'm going to make a branch here, which will be AC 23, and we can push that out.